How's it going, everyone? It's your boy ML Goody here, YouTube superstar, and I'm finally returning with the Q&A summaries. I did a few of these back in 2013 and they went down really well, so I thought I would bring them back and see if there's still an appetite for them. Each week I'll be summarizing the weekly old school Q&As in as concise a fashion as possible, while keeping as much of the useful information in there as I can. To kick things off this week, Mods Merchant and Archie went full sellout to promote the Deadman Invitational tickets and Premier Club. Links to that will be in the description. Now, straight onto the questions. Space Rune asked if it could be made possible to spend Slayer points to weight the likelihood of receiving different tasks. Ash and Kieran said that it would be possible, and Kieran added that this would probably happen at a new Slayer Master if it were to happen. Garrett asked if the Broomer Torch could be moved to the shield slot with no stats. The team said that it would be possible, and Chris added it to the backlog for a future poll. Homsey asked when Silver Jewelry will be implemented, and Ash said in January. One Lucky Tito asked if Smite could be made to lose their protected item if their prayer hits 0 on the same tick that they are killed. The team said that it is something that they're open to. Merchant added that he likes the idea and he thinks it could be considered a fix. The general consensus is that Smite should smite. Next up, a beautiful thing occurred. Mod Kieran decided to sacrifice his dignity for the respective Twitch chat and performed a live Dragon Claw special attack. Overall, what we learned from this segment of the Q&A is that Mod Kieran has absolutely no idea what a Dragon Claw spec looks like. Come on, Kieran, man. Explode asks if raids bosses will be big or small, and Ghost said that they'll be big because he likes making big bosses and it feels fitting for raids. He also added that the biggest boss possible is 10 by 10. Octa asked for regular energy potions to be made free to play, and Kieran said that he thinks it makes sense, and if it were to happen, you'd make it via the apothecary in Varrock. RuneScape 392, points for most creative name of the day by the way, asked for more agility methods in the future. Kieran is fond of the idea of some less repetitive, more engaging and unique ways of doing agility, and an idea was thrown around about an underwater agility activity where you can potentially die if you run out of air. The chat asked for Bolus, and I shouted from off screen that there has never been much support for the idea, so no. Taji asked if we could get kill counts for a wider variety of non-slayer and non-boss monsters. The team said it's probably not going to happen. Galaxy Bomb asked if the Varric set effect and Dragon Scimitar special attack could work against Gorilla Prayers to give them a use outside of PvP. Kieran said he'd prefer if players actually had to interact with those prayer mechanics, so if it were to be added, it would be less effective than switching. Grenade asked if Mod Ghost took much inspiration from other games when making raids bosses. Ghost said that he mostly takes his inspiration from films rather than games, and cited Silent Hill as an example of that. Galaxy Bomb asked if it could be possible to lock items in the inventory and equipment menus so they aren't deposited with Deposit All. Kieran said that bank fillers kind of achieved that, so another solution isn't likely to happen. Prospector John suggested bare-hand butterfly hunting for hunter and agility experience. Kieran said that he feels it fits into the game reasonably well, and then Twitch chat immediately came back and said no, and Kieran just kind of admitted defeat. To break up the questions a little bit here, let's take a look at the sneak peek of the week from the Q&A. Mod Ghost showed off Vespula, a wasp-like raids boss. He went through a bunch of the different animations that he's made for the boss, and he did so in the greatest way ever. His mic was rubbing up against his hoodie, so he decided to take it off, put it right next to his mouth, and then give everyone watching an ASMR experience. Twitch chat was going nuts, spamming Craigasms. No one could really get enough of that. It was beautiful. Prospector John suggested the Tome of Frost, which is basically a water version of the Tome of Fire, which also gives desert damage reduction, and Kieran said he liked it, but it would need somewhere to come from. Smithy asked if the male Armadyl set could be changed to look how it does on screen right now. Ghost said that it's an easy change, so if there's enough support, it could definitely be done. AQP asked if Tenzing's climbing boot shop and the fancy clothes shop in Varrock could be changed to make them easier to use. Ash said he'd have to have a look, but it'd probably be quite easy to do. The chat asked if there will be any skill or quest requirements to kill the raids bosses. Ash said that there are no strict requirements, but it may be advantageous to have more than just your combat skills. Goku asked which raids boss was the most challenging to create. Modgo said the Olm because it's split up into 3 different locations which have to be all in sync, and also they have to give the appearance of all being connected to one creature. Goku also asked if there are any new design elements never before seen in OSRS coming with raids, and the team said yes, loads. Matthew asked if Prospector Percy can sell an item which lets gold gauntlets have the ice glove effect at Blast Furnace for a cost of 100 nuggets. Jesus Christ, that's a mouthful. The team said yes. The chat asked if a Barrows pet could be added, and Mod Archie said no. Could have put it a little nicer, Chris. You know, no need for that. My Name is Mo asked if there are any plans to update Castle Wars. Ash said that there isn't scope for substantial changes, but smaller tweaks to the minigame are possible. Mob asked the team how long they think it will be before a group completes a raid, and everyone on the sofa was too scared to put a number on it, you bunch of cowards, but they will find out once the team completes it. Ed Hicks asked if the hardcore first page could be linked to from the old school homepage, and the team said probably not, since that would require the web team's time, but we'll keep tweeting it out. Hero Light asked if Tim and Crunchy could make an appearance in an event or quest, and the team said yes, it is possible. Josh asked if an unknown spell which can only be used once every 30 minutes could be added. I shouted from off camera that that sounds like a terrible idea and no, it cannot be done. Skinny asked if the black void at the render limit could change color depending on where you are. The team said no, because it's an engine job and it's a low priority one at that. To finish things off, let's do some quick fire questions which came at the end of the stream. Can you remove the dialogue for the cart into Shiloh Village? Yes. Can you add rest? No. Can we have a peak option on the Lizardman Shaman ladder? No. Is high stakes happening this weekend? Yes. From tomorrow, Dragon Claws will be in there. And that just about covers this week's Q&A. If you guys enjoyed this, remember to leave a like, and if you have any feedback for future weeks, please send it my way. Remember, the Q&As are on every single week, 5 PM GMT, on twitch.tv/RuneScape. There's loads of discussion and general information that will not be included in these videos, so if you want the whole shebang, everything, make sure you go and watch it live. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you next time. Goodbye.